I have a lot of words for the Halo community, and it's sad. This is a community that I grew up with. Like, I spent 21 years of my life as a part of it. Ever since I was 3, I've played Halo. Best game series, in my opinion, ever to grace this planet. But unfortunately, the community that comes with it is revolting, to say the least. Now, there's a good handful of people that aren't like that, right? Like, I know not everybody in the community is like that, so this isn't directed towards the entire Halo community. Just the ones that are extremely dead set on anything non-Bungie Halo. You people need to stop. Like, y'all need to go. Either that, or figure out how to just look past the fact that it's not Bungie. Halo-era Bungie will never be a thing. Look what they've done with Destiny. Look what they're doing with Marathon. And furthermore, 343 Industries is not Bungie. The people that used to comprise it that were ex-Bungie employees, none of them are present. I mean, there's probably a few of them still. I don't really pay attention anymore, but like all of the head people, they're gone. So the high expectation of a Bungie quality Halo game is not really applicable anymore. So we have to set them a little lower. As unfortunate as that is, that's just reality. Some people can't understand reality and live in a headspace of just pure negativity. There are so many good aspects of the Halo remake that everybody is overlooking because of, like, little small details. One of the biggest, stupidest things that I've seen is the whole sexism thing. Say whatever you want about Lieutenant Williams, right? Point blank, ODSTs have a feud, a really, really one-sided beef with the Spartans, by the way. And if you're wondering why, when John Spartan 117, you know, Master Chief, was 14... he essentially got in a sparring match with 4 ODSTs and killed 2 of them, and severely injured the other 2. That created a long-standing one-sided beef with the Spartans and ODSTs, specifically the ODSTs hating the Spartans. It also has to do with the Spartans' accomplishments overshadowing the ODSTs, who for the longest time in UNSC history were the best of the best. It's a lot of an ego thing, absolutely. But that doesn't mean that Lieutenant Williams is a good character, right? Like, they severely butchered her in her writing. She could have been so much better, and the problem is they just didn't humanize her enough. They said, oh yeah, she's a Major Antonio Silva stand-in, but with no humanization. And that's the problem. It has nothing to do with her being a girl boss. It has everything to do with her just purely existing to aura farm. That's all she exists for, and that's the problem, is they fumbled the writing with that. But regardless of that, the sexism point that I was talking about is the not being able to shoot women on the Pillar of Autumn. Bro, y'all can. You can. I've proved it twice that you can kill them. You can melee them, and you can also shoot them in the face. I mean, they have weird hitboxes, but that's a point that people latched onto. Unfortunately, everybody thinks that that's a great way to just hate the game. Because, oh, at the very beginning, in the first 10 minutes of the game, you can't shoot all of your friendly teammates. It's a bad game. Dude, come on. Or sprint. Dude, if I hear one more thing about sprint, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna fucking lose it. It's annoying. I understand that no one likes sprint in a Halo game. It's a first-person shooter in 2026. What are you gonna do? Sure, they didn't upscale any of the missions, really, to accommodate for sprint. Okay, so just don't use it. I know nobody likes that. Just don't do it. I didn't. I'm not utilizing it. So just you don't either. It's that simple. I saw one about the library, which is kind of stupid and how it's so bad. Would you rather it be the repetitive one that it was before? I mean, I personally am a fan of the library. Everybody says that's a weird opinion. I like the library. I like the original library. It was one of my favorite missions in all of Halo. I like the remade version of it. It's really good. It's a lot less repetitive. It's a lot less stale. I think it's cool. I love the flood biomass. I'm very torn on some of the orange, like, pus bubble things, but, like, they're not over egregious. They're only here and there, and a lot of the time, I'm convinced it's just the lighting under the flood biomass, especially in 343 Guilty Spark. There's a few places where it's very obviously the lighting shining through the biomass. Like, have you ever taken your finger and put it on, like, your phone flashlight, for instance? That's kind of what it looks like. But there are bits in the library and bits later on in 343 Guilty Spark that are a little bit, there's definitely no lights there, but, I mean, again, it's so minuscule. They did the flood justice. The cutscene revealing the flood, the Jenkins cutscene, is perfect. They could not have done any better. If there's one thing that I would have kept, it's the fact that the flood had gotten out before the UNSC had arrived. that was very clearly present in the original game. And that shows because an elite's insides are torn apart before they even enter the one room. You know what I'm talking about. Well, they changed it up to where they enter the room first and then find the dead elite on the ground. I feel like it would have been a little more mysterious to find the elite first and then go into the room, just to add to the whoa, something's not right. But let's continue on. That added to the original mystery, but that's the only complaint. Like, it's not even really a complaint, it's just more of a pacing thing that I would have done differently. I love this cutscene. This game, genuinely to me, is amazing. It has a few flaws. I mean, a few is definitely a generous word. It has a lot of flaws, but it's by no means the anniversary. Like, why is everybody comparing it, like, worse than the anniversary? I've heard people saying that they'd rather play the anniversary version, which, why? Why? Does anyone remember the dumpster fire that was the anniversary? I mean, sure, it was literally just an audio and visual overhaul, but it sucks. It's awful. I would rather play this. But here's an easy solution. If you don't like either of them, just play the original. Guess what I'm doing while also playing through the remake? Playing through the original. You know why? Because yes, I do enjoy the original more than the remake. I always will. It is gonna be that simple. Nothing has a charm quite like the original Halo Combat Evolved. You can't re-release a game 4 times and expect it to have the same charm after the first time. Especially when the first time was an introduction of the universe that someone knew nothing about. Being a 3-year-old who has never played any video games, got my hands on Halo for the first time and experienced the flood, I was scared shitless. You can't obviously have that experience anymore, but they tried their best for people who have not played the game, and that's why it's on PlayStation even. The one nitpick I had that is genuine is they just didn't take enough from the book. I wish they would have taken more from the book. That is my biggest nitpick with this game overall. But the point of this video is essentially to voice some of my personal opinions with the game, and identifying the fact that they are personal nitpicks, and they do not, in my opinion, take away from the overall experience of the game, and I'm not going to dwell on them, because there's a lot more positives that outweigh the negatives. If that's something that the rest of these, you know, loud people who are just up in arms about everything that is negative can see, we'd be great. I feel like Halo would not be as negative as it is. Like, people are just annoying. Even the big YouTubers that I used to watch, I don't watch half of them anymore because they're all repeating the exact same things, and it's getting really fucking old. If you disagree, awesome. Let me know what you think. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. And you know what? It's okay to have an opinion. Everybody can have a differing opinion. It's not the end of the world. Alright, I'm fucking bored. Let's do something different.